Today, we are activating the letter C again. We're using C like crazy, and we're going to be consistent. And hopefully, we'll be able to get some cooperation out of everybody. As you're joining in, we're going to try to keep this really short and sweet. Consistency is the key. We're getting right back into C plus where we left at. Um, so C plus plus. It's a beautiful language, and I think I might be able to share the screen here. Let me see. Can I share my screen? Hmm. Oops. All right. So we're going to. Interesting. All right. So we're going to keep it going. What about this? Oh. All right. So why should I learn C plus plus? You could be learning a lot of other languages, but C plus plus is very valuable. Um, and you could be learning a lot of other languages, right? It was created in 1979, and C plus plus is still being used for professional software today because of the power and flexibility of the language. There's even a new version of the language called C plus plus 14, and that shows you how old this book is, but the information is still relevant. All right, so how you doing? So this book is using various typefaces. Okay, we don't need to read that. So, okay, so writing your first um, C++ program. So, in 1979, the Danish computer scientists at Bell Labs in the United States began working on an enhancement to the C programming language. Bjorn Stroustrup explained on his personal website that he wanted a language in which I could write programs that were both efficient and elegant. A lot of other people wanted that too. Stroustrup's creation, which he dubbed C++, has held a spot among the world's top programming languages for decades. Many programming trends have come and gone over the years, but this language remains a contemporary and useful choice for software development on desktops. Um, this language remains the best. Computers, servers, embedded devices like phones, and many other computing environments. So C++ is a portable language that works well equally on Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Apple Mac OS, Linux, and Unix systems. The best way to learn the language is to write programs without regard to the operating system the program runs on. Okay? Uh, I'm going to give you a hands on introduction to the language that makes absolutely no assumptions about your operating system. The book can achieve this. Well, this live is going to help you achieve this because it covers standard C++. All right. It's also called ANSI or ANSI C++, the internationally agreed upon version of the language, right? Which is portable to any platform and development environment. The code presented throughout the book is standard ANSI C++ and should work with any development environment for C++ that's up to date. I'm reading stuff that really you don't need to read, but let me just try to get to it real quick. Um, so compiling and linking the source code. So before you create your first C++ program later this day or whatever, it's worthwhile to understand the process. C++ programs begin as source code, which is just text typed into an editor. That's right. Y'all should know that by now. WordPad, gedit, Emacs, Vi, or Vim, uh, or NeoVim. Although Microsoft Word and other microprocessors can save files as plain text, you should use a simpler editor for programming because you don't need all the formatting and presentation capabilities of a word processor. Source code consists of plain text with no special formatting. The source code you create for C++ can be given the file names ending with the extensions .cpp or .cxx or .cp or .c. Look, the book name, well, okay. The most common choice for C++ programmers and the default for some compilers would be .cpp. So you want to do .cpp. Source code is the human readable form of a C++ program. It can't be run until it's compiled and linked. After your source code is compiled, an object file is produced. The file is turned into an executable program by a linker. C++ programs are created by linking together one or more object files with one or more libraries. A library is a collection of linkable files that provides useful functions and classes that you can rely on in your programs. A function is a block of code that performs a task such as multiplying two numbers or displaying text. A class is the definition of a new type of data and related functions. Okay, so the steps to create a C++ program. First, create a source code file with a text editor. 2. Use a compiler to convert the source code into an object file. 3. Use a linker to link the object file and any necessary libraries to produce an executable program. 4. Type the name of the executable program to run it. The GCC compiler can handle compiling and linking in a single step. All right, so creating your first program. So I'm going to upload snapshots of this process. I'm going to show you how you could do it even on a mobile device. All right, so I'm going to take snapshots of writing a C++ program, and that's going to be uploaded into the videos. I'm going to make it about a minute long, 5 minutes at the longest, and it's going to look something like this. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's going to look something like that. All right. So that's hashtag include IOStream int main std :cout double less than symbol. All right. So what's the difference between a text editor and a word processor? Right? A text editor produces files with plain text in them. Just letters, numbers, spaces, and punctuation. There are no formatting commands. Okay, for things such as a bold or italics text. Justify lines, special margins, and so forth. You don't need any of that type of formatting in C++ source code, and using a word processor can save things in the file that the compiler will understand. So you just need plain text. Okay, your compiler has a built-in editor. Is that the right thing to use? That sounds like you're using an IDE. And yes, IDEs are great things to use. You should use them when you write code. My favorite one is maybe VS Studio, or yeah, but you can use any IDE. All right. So we're approaching the end of this hour, this chapter. I hope y'all understand everything. C++ is everything. I can answer any questions y'all have about anything else coming up. I'm going to come live for 10 minutes every day. All right. And so this is the end of my live. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And I'll come back at a random time tomorrow. Maybe it'll be day, and I'll show you something, show you some sort of magnificent space. Okay. All right. So keep it simple, shawty, or keep it simple, stupid. And I'll see you on the next run.